So I just want to go through all of the rules with negative numbers. Okay, so I'm just going to go through add, subtract, times, divide with all kind of the possible outcomes and combinations. So if we think about adding. Okay, so I'm just going to use the same numbers every time, and I'm just going to do different operations with it. So if I start with, let's do 2 plus 4. 2 plus 4, we all know, is 6. Now if I did minus 2 plus 4, well we're starting at 2 bad things in our life. Then I add 4 good things. So in total, I've gone from minus 2 down here on my number line of minus 2. Then I go up 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I get to the number 2. Okay. Now, so they're adding. I could have 2 plus minus 4. Okay. So here I start with 2 good things in my life. Then I add 4 negative things. So I've started with 2 good things, but if I add 4 bad things, if I add something bad, it gets worse. So it goes from being a 2, the adding a bad thing goes down, so I go down by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, to minus 2. And then finally, I started at minus 2, then I add a negative 4. I've already started down here at negative 2, now I've got to go down because I'm adding a negative, so I'm making things more bad. Minus 6. So it goes to minus 6. So those are how the different rules work for adding. So if I then go subtracting, okay, so we've done adding, now subtracting. So I'm going to still use the numbers 2 and 4. So if I do 2 take away 4, I've started at 2 and then I go down 4, so I go 1, 0, minus 1, minus 2. So that gets me down to minus 2. Okay, now I could go minus 2, minus 4. So now I'm starting at minus 2 and then I'm going down 4. So minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6. Now here, let's start at 2 and then I can take away I might need to go back to adding. I might have forgotten to do something on adding. Just had a thought. So I'm going to take away a plus 4. So I start at 2. If I'm taking away a positive, it's going to go down. So it's going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4 to minus 2. Okay. If I start at 2 again, I could then take away minus 4. Here, if I'm taking away negative things, I'm taking away the bad things in your life is going to get better. So it's going to get better by 4. So instead of starting at 2 and then going down by 4, I'm now going to go up by 4. So it's going to get me to 6. And then I could do minus 2 minus plus 4. So that means I'm starting at minus 2. Then I'm taking away 4 positive things. So if I'm taking away positive things, that's bad. So it goes down. So it goes down to minus 6. Or I could start at minus 2 and I could take away 4 negative things. If I take away 4 negative things, if I take away negatives, that goes better. So it's going to go up by 4. So it's minus 2, but then up by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 to 2. Okay, so those are all the possible combinations. I don't think I've missed anything now. I think I've got 3 of each. Yeah, that looks like everything now. I'm going to go back to addition and just check So what I didn't do here, you can see if we're just comparing, I'm going to zoom out a second. If we're just comparing, I had a plus and a minus here. I've got a minus and a plus. And I've got a plus and a minus. Plus and a minus. And I had two minuses here. What I didn't do was that as a combination and that as a combination. And the only reason is if I'm adding positive things, it goes up. Okay, so I kind of probably thought that I didn't really need to do that. So this one here is the same as this one here, so it's 2. And this one's here is the same as this one here, that's 6. Okay, so now I've done all the possible combinations for addition and subtraction. Let's then go multiplication. Yep. Multiplication. So, I'm going to stick with my 2 and my 4. Okay, so I'm going to go 2 times 4. So 2 times 4 is 8. Now I'm going to do 2 times minus 4. So I've got 2 lots of a negative 4. So that means like I owe 2 people £4, which means I owe £8 in total. Or I could say actually minus 2 times 4. Now I've got 4 lots. I owe 4 people £2, which means I still owe £8. Or I could have minus 2 times minus 4. Which is 8. Okay, I did in class when we did this the first time round, I did explain to you why, and it's because of there's a pattern. The pattern is, so if I did the 2 times table, so 3 times 2 is 6, 2 times 2 is 4, 1 times 2 is 2, 0 times 2 is 0, minus 1 times 2, you can see it's going down by 2 every time. It's going to be minus 2, minus 2 times 2 is going to be minus 4. Remembering it's the same when you switch things around the other way, so I can say 2 times minus 2 is minus 4. 1 lot of minus 2 is going to be minus 2. 0 lots of minus 2 is 0. You can see this is going up by 2, so minus 1 times minus 2 is going to be 2. Okay, and then minus 2 times minus 2 is going to be 4. So for multiplication, you can learn the quick tricks that if the signs are different, the answer is negative. If the signs are the same, the answers are positive. Okay. And then if we look at division, division uses the same rules. Okay, so I'm going to use 8, 4, and 2. So I'm going to say 8 divided by 4 is 2. I also know that 8 divided by 2 is 4. Okay, and I know that because of how those work. So I can use this rule here, 2 times 4 is 8, to work out those two rules. Here we go, if I do this one, if I go minus 8 divided by 2, well, that's the 2, that's the minus 8, and the other number left is a minus 4. Or I could say minus 8 divided by minus 2, sorry, divided by minus 4 is 2. Okay, and it works for that one as well. And then if I've got 8 divided by minus 4, that is minus 2. And if I've got 8 divided by minus 2, that is minus 4. So it's the same rules with the multiplication. If the signs are the same, the answer is positive. If the signs are different, then the answers are negative. So that rule only works with multiplication and division. You can't think of it quite like that with addition and subtraction. I prefer with my addition and subtraction to talk about adding negatives. If you add negatives, that's bad. or taking away negatives, that's positive. And the first number is my start number. Then it tells me my operation, what I'm going to do, and then by how much. Okay. I'm going to set you some work on this. Hope you are able to have a bit of more of a go now with it. And give me a shout if you're still stuck, and I'll try and do another video for you. Okay. If you want to give me a shout, that's fine. Just give me specific